Have you ever imagined working in a hospital during the dead of night, where the silence feels almost alive? Anna, a dedicated nurse, was used to the eerie stillness of her shifts. To her, nights at the hospital were predictable, uneventful. Until that night. That night, while making her rounds, she encountered something that defied reality, a patient who, officially, wasn't supposed to be there. It was 10 p.m. when Anna started her shift. St. Vincent's Hospital, one of the city's largest, never truly slept. Though nights were quieter, they were far from peaceful. Anna wasn't one to scare easily. She had always believed her job was to help people, no matter the circumstances. By midnight, the inpatient ward was calm. Most patients were asleep, and the few who were awake weren't causing trouble. But something felt off that night. A subtle tension hung in the air, as if the hospital itself were holding its breath. While sitting in the nurse's station, Anna noticed an alert on the motion monitor. It indicated movement in room 302. This caught her attention immediately. Room 302 had been out of service for weeks due to renovations. Assuming it was a technical glitch, she decided to investigate. Climbing to the third floor, Anna felt the hallway grow colder with each step. The flickering emergency lights cast shifting shadows, making the corridor feel alive. When she reached room 302, she noticed the door was slightly ajar. A strange detail, as maintenance staff always kept the unused rooms locked. She pushed the door open cautiously, and the dim light from the hallway spilled into the room. There, lying on the hospital bed that was supposed to be empty, was a man. He was gaunt, with pale skin and sunken eyes, staring blankly at the ceiling.
"Good evening, sir. Are you all right?"
Anna asked, hiding her unease. The man turned his head slowly, fixing her with a hollow gaze. A chilling smile stretched across his face as he replied,
"I've been waiting for you."
Anna took a step back, her heart racing. This man shouldn't be here. Trying to stay composed, she reached for her radio to call security, but all she got was static.
"What's your name? How did you get in here?"
she asked firmly.
"I've always been here,"
he said, his voice deep and reverberating unnaturally around the room. The heart monitor next to the bed, which wasn't even plugged in, began to beep erratically, mimicking a heartbeat. Anna glanced at the equipment, her mind racing to make sense of it. As she turned back to the man, she noticed the room's temperature had plummeted. Her breath came out in visible puffs. Determined to get help, Anna left the room and hurried down the hallway. When she glanced back, the door to room 302 was shut again, though she hadn't closed it. In the security office, Anna reviewed the surveillance footage. To her disbelief, room 302 appeared completely empty on the monitor, no sign of the man she had just seen. As she stared at the screen, trying to make sense of it, footsteps echoed through the corridor outside. She rushed out, but the hallway was deserted. Her radio crackled, and a distorted voice whispered her name.
"Anna, come back to 302.
She froze, her blood turning cold. How could anyone know what had happened? Despite her fear, Anna felt compelled to return. The door to room 302 creaked as she pushed it open. Inside, the man was sitting upright on the bed, his feet dangling over the edge.
"What do you want?"
Anna demanded, her voice trembling.
"You shouldn't be here,"
he said, tilting his head at an unnatural angle. The door slammed shut behind her with a deafening thud, and the lights flickered before going out completely. In the darkness, Anna heard low, guttural laughter and soft, shuffling footsteps circling her. When the lights flickered back on, the man was gone, but the bed was covered in smeared handprints of blood. Shaking, Anna ran to the break room, where she found Marta, a senior nurse. Marta immediately noticed Anna's pale face and trembling hands.
"You went to room 302, didn't you?"
Marta asked, her voice grave. Anna nodded silently. Marta explained that years ago, a patient had died in room 302 under mysterious circumstances. Before his death, he repeatedly muttered about waiting for the right person. Since then, staff had reported strange occurrences in the room, which was eventually closed off. Anna couldn't ignore it. She had to face whatever was in room 302. Despite Marta's protests, she returned one last time. The room was pitch dark, the air so cold it felt suffocating. Anna stood frozen as she sensed a presence behind her.
Why are you here?
She whispered. The man's voice answered from everywhere at once.
Because now you're mine.
The lights flickered violently, revealing shadowy figures surrounding her, closing in. An invisible force threw her against the wall, cold hands gripping her neck. As everything went black, Anna heard a final chilling whisper.
Welcome to 302.
Anna was found unconscious hours later, muttering incoherently. She resigned that same day and never set foot in the hospital again. Room 302 was permanently sealed, but staff still report hearing faint laughter and footsteps in the empty third-floor hallway. And you? Would you dare spend a night in a hospital like this? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next video, now appearing on your screen. Until next time, and good luck sleeping tonight.